Hello everyone, thank you for joining our webinar. My name is Daniel, I'm the product specialist, and today I'm going to show you how to use CSV tables in Calculoid. So first of all, you need to create a CSV table with all the information you need, and you can do so with Excel or with the Google Sheets. It's very easy. All you need to do is to open an Excel file, put all the information in 2 columns or more, depending on what you need, and then use save as function, basic save as, and then you need to choose CSV UTF-8 format for the file, and then you need to upload this file to your calculator using Tables tab in the left menu, and simply pick a file you need to upload, choose the file, and let me just find the appropriate one. Then you need to name the file and press Send New Table. It's pretty easy. Then also in the Tables tab here, you can manage all the tables uploaded to your calculator. You can also change tables, so you can pick another file for it. It's pretty simple. So let's start with the pricing calculator we have here, and let me show you how you can use the CSV tables in your pricing calculator. So first of all, you need to create the calculator, create the CSV table, upload it to your calculator, and then you can use it in two general ways. First of all, you can use it in select field. So what you do is you go to the select field, edit, and then you open options tab in the menu. You choose that you want to pre-fill all the options by table. You need to select the table you want to use to pre-fill all the options here in the left. For us, it's a currency table. And then we need to define two basic things. The first one is option name. It's basically the lines that you're going to see when you click on the drop-down menu. And for us, it's currency. Then you need to define option value. It is a value which will be used for each option in a drop-down when you use the drop-down in a formula field. So the value is value for each option from the table, which can be used in a formula field. For us, it's rate. And this is basically it. This is the most convenient and most the fastest way to fill the select field, to pre-fill the select field, and then you can use all the currencies. So what you see here is the option name and the value, the number, each option name gives you in the formula field is here, the option value. So for us, the name is USD and the value is 1. Okay, so this is basically it, and let me show how it works in a formula. I've got a simple formula here which calculates the price based on the amount you choose and number of copies. Okay, so when we calculate a price with amount, copy, and multiplying it by 100, for example, then we need to transfer this to different currencies. What we've done is we've created a table with all the currency rates, put it in a drop-down so a user can easily choose. And then we've created a formula which simply calculating the basic price and then multiplying it by the choose currency drop-down field. As each value has, as each option in the select field has a value, you can simply multiply the price calculated by the currency and transfer it to another currency. So it is pretty simple, and I think it is a really strong feature for the pricing calculators, as it allows you to present your values for different clients from different countries. So let's save all the changes we've made and move on to the next calculator. And it is called text based on a code. And what we are doing here is presenting a text result in the calculator. Sometimes it's really necessary to present a short or long text as a result of your calculations to describe the choice your client made, and or maybe you want to show more information than just the numbers, or you want to show text with the numbers. So you can basically create formula field with the value in it, with the basic calculations, and then there will be a description for each particular choice of the client. What we have here is a basic model for such a calculator, and there are two very important parts of the calculator. The first one is unique code generated here in the formula field. It is a unique code for each text. Let me show this in a table, what I mean. So here is the table I've created. Here you can see unique code, and here you can see the text. Of course, for us, it's just an example text, so we didn't really create it. We just put example 1, etc. And to generate this code in your calculator, you need a formula field, which will simply sum up all the results to sum up all the results chosen by your client. And the most important thing here is to set the correct values for each answer in the questions field. So if you use a radio box field for your question, then go to the edit field, open the options you have, like answer 1, answer 2, answer 3, answer 4, etc., and make sure they returns different values. So for answer 1, I have 100, answer 2, 200, answer 3, 300, etc. This is very important to generate the unique code. Then you need to move on to the next field with the question, also go to the edit field, options, etc. And as you can see here, I have slightly different values for each option. I have here 10, 20, 30, 40. Why I used different amount of tens places. So why it's not hundreds, why it's just tens? Because what we do here is that question 1 gives you this number at the very beginning. Question 2 will give you this number in the middle. And question 3, which for us is a slider, will generate you the last number. So the idea is to give your options value which will be unique for each answer. And then when you have unique questions and unique values for each answer for this question, you can simply sum up all the results given by the user, by the answers he gives you on your questions. You can simply sum them up in the formula field and generate the unique code. So the unique code is basically a sum of hundreds, tens, and just integers, just like 1 or 2. And then when you have this code, you need a lookup function to find the appropriate text. So what we have here is a basic lookup function which looks for the code for this unique code in your table in column 0 and returns you a result related to this unique code from the second column, from the column with ID 1. And here you have ID of the table. So basically what the lookup function does is it takes the code, the unique code generated, goes to the CSV table, pick an appropriate value which is related to the unique code, and present it to the final user in the formula field. Let me show this on a table. We have a 111 code here. What the lookup function does is looking in column 0. Here is the IDs of the columns. In column 0, it goes to 111 and presents you example text 2. This is basically it. This is the basic model to create a calculator with a text presented as a result of your calculations, and we call it text based on a code. If you need more questions, just make sure each answer gives you unique value, and then simply sum them up in a field with the code, and then present a text based on a code with the lookup function and formula field. And if you don't want to show the code to the user, you can go to the settings, to the edit field settings, and simply choose not to show this field to public, to the final users, so that make the field hidden. Basically, every time we create such a calculator, we make all these fields hidden, not to show them to the final user. So there is kind of a magic with the text as a result. Okay, this is basically it for the text based on a code, and let's move on to the conversion rates calculator. And this calculator gives you an example of how you can use static data stored in the CSV table. It is a really good feature if you are creating a calculator with a lot of static data required. So for example, let's imagine you're selling some products based on different types of material. For example, you're creating something with wood, with metal, with glass, etc. And the cost will be based on the product type, and the product, and on the material you used. Each material has a unique number of values, or just some static data you require in your calculator. You can put this in a CSV table and then pick the appropriate values from it with the lookup function. What we have here is a basic idea of how we can use the static data stored in CSV table in a calculator, and it's also kind of a pricing calculator. So let's take a look at our table, and yeah, it's also like we also used conversion rates to show it, but the idea is slightly different. Here, you're not showing just different currencies, but you can use those values in your calculations. So for example, if you're not creating any kind of a pricing calculator, but you're creating a calculator which will estimate you the number of kilograms of wood you need to create your product, you can put all the data you need for the calculations in this CSV table, and then you can pick it up from the CSV table in the formula field. This is basically it. Let me also show you how you can use your calculator to present a discount code. So here you can use your CSV table to give your clients possibility to put discount code into the calculator and get a discount basically. So if you have any kind of discount programs or something like that, and your clients has codes for the discounts, you can put in your calculator a text field asking for this discount code and upload all the codes to put all the codes in a CSV table with the unique with the values given by each code. So I mean, if you enter code 2000, it gives you 20% discount. If you enter, for example, 2001, it gives you 21% discount. Here I have a basic example. So the discount code 1000 gives you 10% discount, and 5000 gives you 50% discount. Then you need a formula field, which is calculating the price, and then the final price. So here you can add your discount entered by the user, simply like lookup discount code 01. Let's take a look at the table ID. It's 603. And here is the discount. So basically what we've done is we've calculated the price based on the chosen product and based on the amount. And then we multiply this final price with the discount we have from the code. If you'll change the code, there will be a different discount. This is basically it. Thank you for joining our webinar today. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. No questions? Let's wait for a minute. Maybe someone will come up with something, some questions. No? Okay, well, once again, thank you for joining our webinar today and good luck.